Hello to all of you amazing web slingers. Welcome to Livin on the Edge, the podcast all about our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. My name is Alec. I'm one of your hosts. You can follow me at @_TheSmartAlec on Twitter.
I'm Brian. You can follow me at RedOReviews on Twitter.
If you want to follow our podcast on Twitter, you can go to @LOTE_podcast. If you want to follow on Comics Ground on Twitter, you can go to @OnComicsGround. And if you go to our website, we post daily reviews, news, editorials, and all that jazz. So, Brian, how are you doing today?
Well, I decided to begin my day by watching the recently released Justice League Dark Apocalypse War movie. It's Ultimatum. It's DC's Ultimatum.
Yeah.
Just straight up. Also, fucking Future's End comes back with the zombie cyborgs, and I need a palate cleanser. I need Final Fantasy Remake came in the mail, so I need to play that.
You got that, and you got this, what you're gonna do right now.
Yeah. Thank God, because I need to recover from watching Jon Stewart get melted into ashes by magma.
Unnecessary character deaths. Yay.
You ever notice how Jon Stewart only appeared in these anime movies in the Justice League Dark ones?
I don't think even DC notices, to be honest.
You're not wrong, because he's not Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Who, thankfully, dies in the first 2 minutes of this one.
Yay.
I was actually happy when that happened, because fuck Hal Jordan.
Remember when people used to see DC as the one that was like all four legacy characters, and Marvel as the one that was actively against it? And now it's just reversed.
Yeah, and then New 52 happened, and they got rid of all that, and then Marvel took it, basically, and did it themselves.
And then Heroes in Crisis happened. Fun stuff.
Comic books are bad.
They can be bad, and that's if anybody ever argues comic accuracy, 100%, just show them Ultimatum and Heroes in Crisis, and be like, "Do you want this on the big screen? Do you?" I'm doing pretty well. I made a tweet saying "fuck Max Landis," and it got like 200,000 likes and 100,000 retweets.
I saw that.
I have no clue how. I just found the images on my phone, and I'm like, oh, this will be funny to tweet, because it's the picture of Max Landis' tweet where in 2015, after like saying The Force Awakens sucks and Rey is a Mary Sue. It's when he says like, oh, my new script, Bright, if made well, could be my Star Wars, and that's insane. And then cut to 2 years later, Bright is called the worst movie of 2017.
And yeah, it is. It's awful.
Max Landis is just, he's made two things that are worth giving a damn about. Chronicle, which in hindsight is kind of an Akira ripoff. And
it's 100% an Akira ripoff.
And
all
two,
missing is the giant blob monster.
Oh yeah. And the second thing is Dirk Gently, which Dirk Gently had other writers, so it wasn't just Max Landis. And also, it's an adaptation. And in my opinion, it just seemed like it was trying way too hard to be quirky. So it never interested me.
That describes a good, 99% of Landis's work.
Oh, yeah. And now apparently the next Superman animated movie is going to be an American Alien adaptation. So fun. You'd think Max Landis would have been blacklisted completely, but nope.
I just want good DC animated movies.
One day.
At least Death and Return of Superman were all right.
I didn't watch it.
Way better than they had any right to be.
I didn't watch it, but I should at some point. I don't know.
They're actually good. Like, my favorite part is that aside from just Superman stuff, is how and Steel being there because he's my favorite is how Wonder Woman and Martian Manhunter actually individually put up a decent fight against Doomsday.
So it's not just like only Superman can beat him. It's like,
Yeah, it's like, to me, the big difference between Superman and Wonder Woman is that they're both about equally strong, but Superman's way tougher.
like he can take a lot more
Yeah, like
abuse.
Wonder Woman. Okay, but yeah, Wonder Woman like needs the bracelets to like defend a lot of the time, whereas Superman is just kind of invincible.
Yeah.
So he can take more of a beating than okay, that sounds wrong.
Okay, should we bury this under the rug? Never talk about it ever again.
That sounds okay.
Yeah. It's a slip of the tongue. It's not
Yeah.
your fault.
No,
You realized mid sentence how wrong it sounded.
as soon as I said it, I was like, "Oh wait, that sounds really bad." Wait,
Yeah.
let me roll that back.
Twitter is going to take it out of context, just like they took everything from Last of Us 2 out of context. But anyway, we are once again we are back to do another commentary track because for Spider-Man 1 it was fun. It was really fun. Loved talking over that movie with you. So now we're gonna carry on and do Spider-Man 2. So Brian, give me a little rundown of how you feel about Spider-Man 2, like in general.
I like it. It's a good movie. I enjoy it. It's been I want to say it's probably been like 3 years since I've actually watched it to the end, though.
I can't remember the last time I watched it. It was probably like last summer or something. I don't know, but for me, it's a good movie, but it's the one that's the hardest to get through. And I know before a lot of you click off of this,
yeah, no, our follower count's already dropped to like 50.
I already gave us like 20 new followers because of my banging tweet that I plugged LOTE on. And now they're all gone. But here's the thing. Spider-Man 2 is a good movie. I love Spider-Man 2. There's a lot of great things about it. And I want you to keep that in mind before I commentate my criticisms over it, because I have criticisms. That doesn't mean the movie's bad. It just means I have certain preferences. It's like how some people feel about Far From Home or Homecoming. Like, not a bad movie. It's a good movie. And you might even say you love it, which you might actually. I don't know where I'm going with this. But basically, I love this movie.
You got some problems with this movie, but you still enjoy it.
Yes, exactly. And it is an actually good movie. It's not one of those bad movies that you just enjoy. That's the next one. But anyway, so if you remember from last time how we sync this up, it's going to essentially be the same thing. Brian, so once we do 3, 2, 1, we'll both hit play. So like on 1, we'll both hit play, so we'll be on sync.
Okay.
But for those of you watching at home, we're paused 20 seconds after the very beginning of the movie, where the Columbia logo fades to black, right at 20 seconds. So we're starting from there. So right now, do that. Do 20 seconds after the Columbia logo, then pause at the black screen.
Pause the second it turns black, and then
yeah. And so you can pause the podcast right now and do that, and then come back here to do that. So do that right now, and so we'll get this started. So you ready, Brian? Brian?
I said yep.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I think it's fine.
Damn it!
All right. It's all right. All right. So we are going in. So 3, 2, 1, and then we press play. We press play on 1.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1. This never gets old.
No. This logo with this music, it's the best.
It's
Simpler time.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot it was red in this movie.
Yeah. I remember seeing this in theaters, and when it was red, I was like, oh my god, this is so fucking cool.
Right.
And I was so happy that it was like the same opening intro again, but like different.
Yeah, I love the style of the intro.
Yeah. It's just iconic.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2. Now this whole thing is beautiful.
Oh yeah, no, it's great.
Alex Ross can do no wrong.
No,
at all.
It's impossible.
I don't know what they were doing with her hair in that shot, but that's fine. I won't question Alex Ross.
Nope, it's fine.
Alfred Molina.
That's not Alfred Molina.
No, it's not. That's not J.K. Simmons. That's Bonesaw.
That's Macho Man. What?
Doc Ock's team right here, right? This is Doc Ock's team, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, God.
So good.
Ah.
I'm in your eye, Peter. Get me out. I've been stuck in here for 2 years.
One thing I love about Alex Ross's version of this suit is the eyes. Because I'm just like, if the eyes looked more like the comics, then like the suit would be 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh yeah, no, it'd be way better if they weren't like all silver and.
Yeah. Oh, remember when he tweeted that picture and made everybody think Spider-Man 4 was coming?
Okay, Alex Ross, you did one wrong. In the future, you do one wrong.
I've done many things. I have many skeletons in my closet. Kevin Feige. I
forgot he was executive producer. Every time Willem Dafoe is on screen, I have to do that.
You have to do
exactly, because that's what the face he's making is saying.
This part of the music is my favorite.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Dun, 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 dun. Rest in peace, Alvin Sargent. Rest in peace. Sam Raimi working with Kevin Feige once again.
Yeah. It's such a great way to open a movie. It's just like painting montage, recapping the previous one.
Yeah, and I love how this shot fades into like an actual billboard of Mary Jane. Like it's a drawing first, and then it's actually, a billboard.
Yeah.
Is that an actual perfume?
I wouldn't be shocked.
Buckeye! Stop!
I love this guy.
Mr. Aziz. He's always late, man. Now, here's a fun thing. Now, I'm going to reference that in a sec, but so everybody knows the MTV Spider-Man show, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of people have conflicting opinions on it, but it was presented as like an actual sequel to the first Raimi movie, and it ends with Peter giving up being Spider-Man. I thought that was canon, and I thought that later on, in a few minutes, when Peter swings off, he decides to be Spider-Man again to deliver pizzas.
Yeah, and
but then I remember the shot of the mask. Wait,
go!
Oh my god!
Wait, at the end of the show, he threw the suit into the river. Why does he have it now?
Imagine kids who watched that. Well, I don't know if many kids watched that because that's not for kids. That show was not for kids at all.
No, that Lizard episode traumatized me, man. It was rough.
God, Electro did not deserve what happened to him.
No. And
they based. I just realized they based Amazing Spider-Man 2 Electro off of Electro from that show.
I was about to say, and they totally used that show for inspiration for Amazing Spider-Man 2 Electro.
Oh my god. But yeah, no, right here is when I thought like this was Peter's big return as Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's delivering pizzas.
Yeah. He stole that guy's pizzas. Oh my god. The CGI though here is like phenomenal.
It's really good. Like
I can't believe this is actually like
it's amazing.
I can't believe it's an early 2000s movie. Like literally. I know a lot of people have grievances about CGI and Homecoming and Far From Home, but those had lesser budgets. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Playing in the streets. See ya.
Yeah.
He jumps and falls in that car. His web power stopped working immediately right here. No, my favorite thing is that he doesn't even let him have the one slice, like right here.
Right.
And,
Nope.
Yeah. Now who's that person? Oh wait, I know who that is. That's Zoe Deschanel's. That's Emily Deschanel, I think. Yeah, that is.
I love he came in through the closet and
Yeah. Didn't he do this in the early comics all the time or something?
Oh yeah, no. The broom closet was his go-to place to hide.
It was his phone booth, essentially.
Yeah, straight up, it was the phone booth.
Yeah, just
so
God,
I can relate so hard.
Oh wait, here we go. Pizza time! Ha ha ha! Funniest thing ever. Let's meme that 37 times in 1 hour.
I want pizza now.
I'm sorry. What I did was just very cringy. I was trying to make fun of everybody who overblows Pizza Time. Pizza Time is like the Spider-Man version of Pickle Rick, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that.
Yeah, it's just like people overblow it as the funniest thing ever, and it's just marginally quirky. Ugh. God. Like, does something happen every time Peter tries to deliver a pizza? What do you think?
It's Spider-Man, so yeah, probably.
Well, true. This movie is basically just about how the world fucking hates Peter Parker.
Yeah. Like, this is the ultimate fuck you, Peter Parker story. Outside of the comics.
Yeah. Oh, look, Peter actually got better at photography.
Right?
Now, my favorite thing about this trilogy is that how they change, like, the interior of the Daily Bugle several times and nobody says a word about it. Like, this is very different from the first one, and in Spider-Man 3, it's very different from this one. So it's like...
Well, you know what? The first one, there's an explanation for that. Green Goblin blew open Jonah Jameson.
Oh, well...
So you can totally just say they renovated.
Yeah, that's... But this goes beyond just renovation, because, like...
JJ, yeah, no, it's a totally different room and everything, but...
It's a totally different, like, interior.
Yeah.
But poison, you can I'm a little nauseous, yeah.
But yeah, you can still just say because Goblin attack, they decided to renovate the whole place and change it.
Yeah, I'm just complaining for one reason.
I have no idea.
Yeah. By the way, can we agree that Robbie totally knows that Peter's Spider-Man in this movie?
Oh, 100%, he knows.
That's why, he's not a menace. Ugh. At least his relationship with Betty is a lot less creepy here than it is in the comics, because we talked about before.
Yeah, that was... No.
Marvel just has a weird thing for pairing teenage Peter with
adults.
Women with adults, and like they made Black Cat just literally grope him several times in the Ultimate Comics when he was a minor. And I know when she finds out the truth, she is like, oh my god, I'm a horrible person, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
But it's unnecessary.
Dr. Connors.
The real Lizard. Just, oh god, the fact that we never got to see him become the Lizard.
So and the fact that the first movie after Raimi left, they used the Lizard as the villain.
When they said in Spider-Man 4, no, you can't use Lizard. They wanted to do Vulture. And then they did, I don't get Sony. No, I feel like
I'm positive they just wanted to get rid of Raimi.
Which sucks, because it's they just did not take any blame for Spider-Man 3 at all. No. Raimi took all the blame, but Sony took none of it.
Yeah, no, it's Spider-Man. Everything wrong with Spider-Man 3 is 100% Sony's fault.
Yeah. And I mean, I think one of the storyboard artists, I forgot the name of him, but he's on Twitter. He has tweeted out a lot of cool concept art, especially with Venom. He was an intern at the time. And he said the environment of the movie was super toxic in terms of from a business standpoint and from like executives and people working on the movie, like everybody thought they were the reason Spider-Man 2 was such a success, and Spider-Man 3 suffered because of it, because they all wanted to have control over it. But that explains a lot, doesn't it?
That explains literally everything.
Yeah. Now imagine if the MTV show is canon after this. Like,
oh man.
Oh, isn't it weird that our friend who's like not in the comics is in the hospital now? That's really weird.
Yeah. Also, Harry, I noticed you dyed your hair. You're no longer blonde for no reason.
Yeah.
You went through a weird phase where for like a year of college you were blonde.
He used it like a hair straightener and dyed his hair blonde, and he was like, okay.
And he painted all of Norman's paintings so that he was blonde too for some reason.
Yeah. My favorite thing like about the Raimi movies is that Harry's taking over Oscorp when he's like 20.
Yeah, why not?
Because this is 2 years after the first movie, and the first movie was like high school graduating, and like Harry's just like, oh, I'm in charge of Oscorp.
Yeah.
Ugh. White privilege, am I right? Haha.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh my, he's fucking Elon Musk.
Yeah. You just see what Elon and Grimes named their child? Did you see that?
Fucking nonsense math thing.
Only Elon Musk could do that. And like that's the thing I hate most about him.
Yeah.
I made this tweet where it's like Elon Musk and PewDiePie are like the same kind of person in that they try to surround themselves in this culture of meme stuff when they're both like grown-ass men in their 30s and 40s, and it's like...
And they have legions of fanboys that will ride or die for them in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Notice of foreclosure. God damn. That's what I went through in 2017.
Oof.
Yeah, it went fine. It wasn't a real threat.
Yeah.
They gave us like lots of time to find a house. We were just renting it. Yeah. Ugh. God. Everything with Amy in this movie is just so emotional.
This is the best Aunt May has ever been in a movie.
This movie is like Aunt May's best representation, in my opinion.
100%. And then in the third one, she's in it for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. God, it sucks because like Aunt May and MJ could have been like a huge... Why didn't they have Aunt May become like the person that needed to be saved in the third movie? Like, why did Eddie go after MJ and not Aunt May?
Because MJ's more marketable.
Yeah, that's true. There was this video I saw once, which is like how they should have made Spider-Man 3, and it was just really good. It fixed a lot of shit. Oh, yeah. This moment. Yeah. Oh, God. Like, Toby and Rosemary have like such... They really feel like mother and son, essentially.
They are family.
Yeah.
You really get that feeling that like this is his mom, basically.
Yeah. I was gonna make a song reference when she said that. I think to myself sometimes I can't remember what the song was. I'm trying to find attempts to be funny, but I can't because this is just so good.
You can't make fun of this stuff because it's like,
yeah,
no, it's too good.
God, like Toby is such a good actor, especially like. But my problem with these movies is that it never really gives him the writing he needs. It's like fully showcase what he can do. Like if they would have let him go like full on brothers Tobey Maguire, then like, God.
Yeah. Still living with your abusive dad, MJ?
Yeah, why is she back here? Like, she has her own apartment. Why is she at her parents' place?
I guess to meet with Peter. I don't know why she didn't just stay in his backyard.
I want to get hit by my dad again, just like the good old days.
Yeah.
It's like we're in high school again, Peter.
Yeah.
Let's repeat that one moment from our senior years right now, or we're across the fence, and you get electrocuted by the fence. And oh my god. Imagine if they made a superhero movie too, and then, like, parodied this movie. Ugh.
That would have been something.
Yeah. And now starts one of the worst parts of the movie.
Yeah, I don't care for their romance at all.
Not even the romance, but MJ just, like, emotionally manipulating him. She does this, and then she's like, by the way, I have a boyfriend.
That's right.
Peter just writes on Twitter, pain. Just pain with a period. Like, this is, like, I know the music is good and it makes the moment so sweet, and then it just gets undercut right after this by MJ being like, oh, by the way, I'm seeing
Oh my god.
Same time.
I figured it'd at least be in the next scene, but oh my god.
I literally got it down to a T.
You may as well have been making out a second ago, and now it's like, oh, by the way, I'm dating someone.
Yeah. MJ just sends him, like, a nude, and she's like, oh, wait, I have a boyfriend, I forgot.
Oh, wrong number.
Wrong number. She's like, finally, I got him in my trap. Don't disappoint me. Oh my god. That's some emotionally manipulative bullshit. Oh my god. MJ, you ever think that Peter's, like, going through shit? You ever think about that?
No.
So much for mental health awareness, am I right?
My favorite character.
The best character. Well, Ty, can I spend it? Again. God, Dick adventures like this without to be fat. Oh my! For the rest of the week. Sorry, doesn't pay the rent. Don't try and sneak past me. Ears like a cat. Nice, like a rodent. Ugh. Oh my! Is that a Carly Cooper? Everyone's favorite character.
This is the prototype.
Yeah. This is essentially my room in my apartment.
Same.
That I'm recording this in right now. Except mine's a little. Mine actually has cable and Wi-Fi though, so I mean, I got it a bit better than Peter.
Yeah, true.
Maybe Peter should have just, like, gone out of state. Like, Peter, it doesn't matter where you fight crime. Like, you're still helping people.
Yeah, but let's be real. This is Marvel. All crime takes place in New York.
Oh, yeah. New York is like Gotham City for Marvel, where it's just everything is down the shitter.
Everything is on fire 24/7. Dukovich is probably my favorite character that these movies create.
Yeah. I think it's really... Oh my god, here he is. Now, I just want to say, I love Alfred Molina. He's great casting for this character.
Yeah.
The fact that they go the sympathetic route with him, or mostly sympathetic route, where they do the same thing that they did with Green Goblin, I'm just kind of like, I don't know.
I really wish that Doc was more of the egotistical madman.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I like the ending where he, like, rights his wrongs.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, he's like he gets control of himself again and undoes his mistakes. But
I like the PS4 auto better because it's like heavily implies that it's like he was always fucked up and always angry.
Oh yeah, no, I actually just played, or no, I didn't play, but I saw that sequence, and when Scorpion poisons you and you hallucinate, Otto in the the dream is like, oh, I've always been like this. It's just the chip like really enhanced that side of my brain.
The inhibitor chip.
Yeah, the opposite of an inhibitor chip, because that's what gives me my craziness.
Oh my god. God. This whole set is really cool, though.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
Yeah. Did Anno have anything to do with sun power in the comics?
I'm sure there was one issue or two that was, I'm going to build like a cool generator thing.
Yeah.
Gonna, like blow up the city.
I like how like it just cuts to like an hour and a half later, just like that.
Yeah.
Irony. Not enough. Not enough Hallmark, apparently. Pictures taken before tragic events. I can't watch this scene without thinking of that one YouTube poop. It's like Pizza Parker eats green veg. Have you seen that one?
I've heard of it.
It's like either that one or the ones by Alpaca Hawk.
Oh,
if you guys want to watch like actually good YouTube poop stuff, watch Alpaca Hawk. His stuff is like, especially his Revenge of the Sith ones.
I gotta look those up. It's
great. Like it's 3 videos. They're called Revenge of the Sand, The Rise of Darth Sand, and The Tragedy of Darth Sand.
Just all right.
And the whole thing in it is like Anakin wants to learn how to create sand through the Force. Neither do I. English is a class that I just.
Yeah, it's it's weird. Every time I see Alfred Molina in anything, I just think back to like a couple months ago when I saw Alfred Molina cast as Mr. Freeze, and I'm like, and then I see in the Harley Quinn cartoon, I'm just like, damn it!
God, Alfred Molina would be good as Mr. Freeze.
Perfect. Like, this is basically Mr. Freeze with robot arms in this movie.
And here's the thing I don't get about Peter. It's like he's like sworn off of MJ, but he's like, I'm gonna try to impress MJ by reading poetry.
Right.
Oh look, it's the gentleman from Amazing Spider-Man 2.
He's been here the whole time.
Fuck. Classic Peter.
From day 2, Sony was planning the Sinister Six.
God, Jet. Whatever happened to Jet? Whatever happened to this band?
I don't know.
This song is so good. Like this whole sequence is Spider-Man right here, and this song is so Spider-Man. But then Jet just like dropped off after Spider-Man 3 came out, and it sucks because they're good.
They ran out of Spider-Man movies. Sony was the only one paying.
God, the use of the importance of being earnest is really good, though.
Right?
Like, now, why do they have the American Horror Story font right there? Did you see that?
I saw it. Oh, like there he is.
Quentin Beck doing his thing.
Yeah.
In his natural environment.
This is probably the closest. Yeah, this is close to where he's been.
Which, like, I wonder if they planned on him being Quentin Beck the whole time.
I wouldn't be shocked if that was an idea Raimi had at one point.
Because, I mean, in the game, you have Mysterio, and he, like, the first thing he does is that he, like, destroys a theater.
Yeah, true. I wouldn't be shocked if he started thinking about doing that around this movie.
Now, here starts my very pessimistic problems with the movie.
All right, but before you do, I just want to say, I've watched Spider-Man 3 too many times. I was waiting for Harry to fly in.
Oh my god. Yeah. That kid on the left is from Shake It Up. You remember Shake It Up with Zendaya?
Oh my god.
He's the older brother.
Oh my god. No.
It is, yeah.
We need to stop that show from happening.
They shoot the kid with the shotgun.
It bounces off the cop car and just hits the kid. It's like, all right, we prevented the worst thing in history from happening.
Oh god, that shot like makes me flinch all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's great.
And now here comes the start of like a running gag in this movie, which is just very overzealous extras.
This movie is the worst with it.
Go Spidey, go!
Yeah,
Like
every single extra in this movie is going for an Oscar.
now, I have no clue what it is about Spider-Man's suit, especially like I don't like the raised webbing here as much as I did in the first movie, and I have no clue why. I don't know why.
It feels like thicker.
It looks a lot thicker and more metallic.
Yeah, it's definitely way more metallic.
Yeah.
And it's not great.
Yeah. And then 2.1, like that scene pans down to show Peter driving the car and taking off his mask.
That's right.
I'm just like, shit, he disappointed me. Which, by the way, I write Importance of Being Earnest. That's at the end of the play. So, like, did you just not see him during the entire play and Peter's just showing up at the end? Like, I don't know. Our man, our Lord and Savior, soon to be Mephisto.
Hopefully.
Either Mephisto or Nightmare.
I will take either one, because that's...
Yeah. Imagine if Nightmare is just like a groovy guy from the 80s. Doors are closed. Helps maintain the illusion. That they had to have known that he was going to be Quentin Beck. Right? Like, am I not crazy?
I feel like this was the movie that Raimi started thinking about doing that.
Yeah.
I feel like definitely by Spider-Man 3, he's like, this guy's going to be Quentin Beck.
But, like, it helps maintain the illusion, like... Oh, and then this part.
Yeah.
The really bad Spider-Man. Man. Oh, God. I like that they've, like, in the movies, they've owned up to, like, the theme being in-universe.
Right, I love that.
Like this, and then in Amazing Spider-Man 2, it's, like, his ringtone.
Yeah,
and he
which
whistles
I
it.
do love that.
Yeah. They had it in, like, the opening for Homecoming, but they didn't for Far From Home, which, you know, I hope they bring it back in Spider-Man 3.
Same. It's just a good theme song.
Like, and also, by the way, I really like the MCU Spider-Man theme, like his actual theme.
Oh yeah, no.
I feel like people harp on it too much because it's not Danny Elfman or Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, and honestly, Michael Giacchino is fucking great. So, oh well.
His themes for Vulture and Mysterio are some of the best villain themes ever, and I will die on that hill.
Yeah,
especially Mysterio.
Yeah, because like when I first heard it, like when it was first released, I was kind of like, because it was very like techno and synthy, but then later on in the movie where it's like it loses that and just goes full villain, and it's like, okay, this is great now.
Yeah. And now here starts the beginning of my grievances with this. I say grievances very heavily. It doesn't sink the movie at all, but this is the part where I'm like, okay, I would have done it differently. Y'all know what it is. It's right here. There it is.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was at this moment.
And he should be dead.
No, it's fine. Spiders have incredibly durable spines.
Apparently. He's going to invest in one of Otto's robotic spines. I guess they did this because they wanted to address, like, if he can never run out of web, where's the tension? But I don't know. I'll elaborate more on this later, but, like, this whole subplot is something that I'm just, like, I don't really get.
Yeah, this has been a thing before in the books, like,
but it's usually been like when he's like physically ill or something.
In the Amazing Spider-Man Annual #1, which was like the first appearance of the Sinister Six, he started losing his powers because he thought he might be disappointing Uncle Ben. Like he's not living up to what he promised.
Yeah.
So he gets sad, and then his powers stop working. And it's funny though, he's like hanging from a flagpole, and he's like, "Oh, the Fantastic Four! Thank God they're gonna help me." And they see him, and they're like, "Oh, he's just showing off. Let's leave."
I'm like,
Fly away in the Fantastic car. He's like, "Wait, come back."
That's the dad from Lab Rats. Remember Lab Rats?
My God, it is.
It is. Hal Sparks, I think, is his name. I think he's a comedian.
Oh, the actor. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Davenport was the character.
And that show was good until that like final season.
I didn't watch the final season, but like when I was watching Disney XD, because it was like it used to be the channel I just had on for background ambiance, and like that's like when I had it. I don't like New York is not like this. Like it will be some of it, but like it's not like that at all.
I get that it's like, you know, it's just cool imagery, but like who does that?
I don't know. But basically, yeah, so like Lab Rats was a good show from what I remember watching, and I'll never get over the fact that the voice of Naruto was the principal.
Yep.
When I found out she was the voice of Naruto, like my mind was fucking blown.
Yep. Because I remember watching like season 1, I'm like, okay, she sounds super familiar. Where have I seen her before? And then I found out she voiced Naruto, and I'm like, my mind opened.
Principal Perry. Imagine if there was an episode where she just put on the headband and did some like jutsus. Oh my God. I don't watch Naruto, so I don't even know if what I'm saying is like right. But
that you're not far. I've seen a couple episodes.
Yeah.
I stopped after Zabuza, like watching regularly anyway.
Now, something I never understood is in this moment, does Peter actually think he's telling her he's Spider-Man?
I don't know.
Because, like...
Honestly, I guess, yeah, he was going to tell her.
But, like, is this him actually thinking he's admitting it? Or is he, like, just...
No,
it like one of...
I think he's just, like, getting it out of his system.
Okay. I don't know.
Because, like, he reacted to the phone didn't work. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to say it anyway.
But you heard the coin go through, so I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things in this movie with Peter where it's like, I can't tell if it's like I don't know what's going through his head. And that's like, I'll elaborate more on it later as the movie goes on. But
I think he just said, I wish I could tell you how I feel about you is enough to say he knows the call didn't go through.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's not talking to her.
Am I dumb, guys? Like, all of you listening, am I just dumb? Am I just finding excuses? Because I'm not trying to.
I can't answer that question.
Rubber band.
I'll tell you, rubber band. But yeah,
it's a terrible joke. That's me with pizza time. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not gonna harp on it. Love that you can see the guy from Lost in the background. Is that Daniel Day Kim?
Might be.
Was Daniel Day Kim on Lost? I can't remember if that was him or someone else. Oh shit, an Ironheart series is in development for Disney Plus.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Don't let Bendis write her.
Yeah, no, keep him away. Put e-viewing on it.
Now, do you remember watching the first teaser trailer for this movie?
Vaguely, and this part.
This is ugh. I hate that. I like that they all flinched even though they couldn't see it.
Yeah, like they hear it and it's like, ew.
Oh god, something's going on back there.
Yeah. So like
just see one shove up his ass. That's how he controls them.
Oh no.
The spine.
He's the puppet.
Oh my god. No. But yeah, no. That shot right there where it was like panning up his back, that was in the teaser trailer. Yeah. And like I remember in like 2003 or something, like I was on my dad's laptop and it took us like 3 hours to download the trailer onto QuickTime Player because YouTube did not exist back then.
Oh.
Do you remember QuickTime Player?
I do, because my school still has us use it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like we download like tutorials and we use it to watch our animations and stuff.
Yeah. Oh god. QuickTime used to be really shitty back then.
Yeah, now it's like somewhat useful.
Yeah, but God, it took out. I remember just watching the first few seconds of the trailer over and over again because I kept waiting for that thing to load in full.
Yeah.
Same with the Spider-Man 3 trailer. But after that, it was fine because then YouTube got popular and more movie studios started using it. I like that he's like, shout out to Oscorp right here.
Right.
He just looks so pissed off saying it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, shit, I really have to plug Oscorp.
I gotta plug this stupid kids company.
It's like making a Twitter thread and it's like, I gotta plug my SoundCloud.
Yeah,
God.
so I imagine Otto knows those arms are never coming off with how that thing is designed, right? Like it went directly into his spine.
I don't know, because like they're designed in a way where it's like they probably like the thing could retract, but I'm like, would that damage his spine? I don't know.
You're poking holes in there. Your spine's not supposed to do that.
Yeah. Your
spine is surprisingly fragile. If one thing goes out of place, you're dead or paralyzed.
Imagine if Otto just turned around and was like, thanks, Martin Lee from Feast.
Dan Slott, what are you doing here? Why are you writing this movie? Oh wait, Doc Ock is in it.
Power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Oh my god. And then Peter's like, oh fuck.
He goes like, okay, that's a super villain. But yeah, I wish Spider-Verse had that deleted Doc Ock scene where she said,
oh god, it was great.
That was so good. She better be the villain of the sequel.
Hopefully. Imagine if they do Atrocity from Edge of Time.
That'd be something, man.
Atrocity was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. We gotta talk about that game one day.
Yeah. We gotta release those episodes on the movie games.
We do. Okay, guys, we've had these backlog episodes since October, and like we have not, like, there have been several times where we could have released them, but we haven't. We'll find a time one day soon to release them, but
right.
Harry,
I love Harry throwing a tantrum.
I love that he's just like flapping his arms like a bird.
Yeah, he's flapping his arms and stamping his feet like a child.
Oh my god.
Literally. It's just a single surge protector in the wall.
Oh boy. This is brutal.
Yeah, this is fucked up.
But she could also literally just run out of the way. Dead.
How about not a single drop of blood? Either.
Yeah.
She got hit with like how many shards of glass?
Like several. I also love that his haircut is just like completely shaven on the back of his neck. That's just so geeky. Shit.
Okay.
All
never
right.
build that again.
Never, you hear me, Otto? Never build that again.
It didn't
build it again, you say?
No, it didn't work.
You mean it could have worked if I had just done this differently? And bigger?
No, Otto.
I've nothing left except Spider-Man. Saved your life, sir. Humiliated me by touching me. Puts on Raven.
I love how much of a brat Harry is in this movie.
Oh my god. Just like a petty rich boy.
It's so good.
He was like, wow, that was weird.
Yeah.
Glad I got out of there. It definitely wasn't there at all.
Right?
Now here comes the best scene in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
This is where Sam Raimi was like able to channel his Evil Dead.
Yeah. Like this is straight up. I get to flex my horror muscles and show you.
Which imagine if he gets to do something like this in Doctor Strange.
Especially if Nightmare's the villain.
Nightmare's definitely going to be the villain.
Oh yeah.
And like that's why I'm like excited for Sam Raimi, because like he can do a good like movie geared towards families and stuff, but still have stuff like this that's like legitimately freaky. All of them they're all protecting themselves from the coronavirus.
This is, you think these are doctors? No, these are just regular shopgoers.
And just saw Otto's arms and they wanted to have a piece of him. This is freaky as hell, though.
This is like, terrifying.
My least favorite part is when you see the nails just like...
Yeah, that's...
Like, that's... Oh, God. That's brutal. Oh, my God.
And that guy getting his face just... Oh.
Fucked up. And the fact that he's just asleep, too. That, yeah, oh, my God.
He has no idea this is happening.
Oh, God, this... Oh, God, I hate that. I hate that. That... Oh, my God. Yeah. And then this, the chains. Oh, God, that he just fucking impaled, and then lifts it up triumphantly. Oh my God!
Oh shit!
Shit, they can't. Yeah. Shit, this guy really made them well.
Yeah,
made them with vibranium.
I was about to say I wouldn't be shocked if it wasn't for rights issues. There was a line that said they were made of like adamantium or something.
I mean, in Iron Man, he was supposed to say that he helped build the arms. Because, like, they were going to have, like, Spider-Man be part of the MCU. Like, the Raimi Spider-Man. Right.
Yeah, it was like Tony helped finance it or something.
Yeah. Because, like, I mean, also from the deleted post-credit scene that had Sam Raimi reference Spider-Man and Hulk and the X-Men. Like, Feige wanted all this to be part of the MCU because he worked on all those movies. But the studios were like, nah. That's what the studio said. That was Feige when Sony took the rights away from him in August of last year. Damn. He's got some big boobs, I'll say that.
Oh, yeah.
I've never noticed that you can see on his back just how fused the spine is to it.
Yeah, it's like melted around it.
It's like red, kind of, and...
Yeah, there's clearly burns.
Yeah.
I love that it opens.
There's just so much like funny and cheesy cinematography that just makes it
and it
so
really
stylistic. It does. These arms look so good, though. I have to say,
they're perfect. Like everything about them is just so good, and the fact that they're practical in CGI is just great.
Oh yeah, because of rumors in the streets, if we're lucky. It turns itself into some kind of monster. Mechanical arms welded right onto his body. I remember that from the trailer when I heard it for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the big reference.
Yep.
We're going to call this guy Dr. Octopus. It's crap.
Science Squid.
Dr. Strange. It's taken. If they do not, they have to reference this in Doctor Strange.
They better.
They have to. Like,
I guarantee you the reason it was referenced in this movie is because Doctor Strange is also a Steve Ditko creation.
And Sam Raimi loves Doctor Strange too.
Yep.
And he wanted to make a Doctor Strange movie for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah, I heard Spider-Man was there.
He's like, yeah, I fucking know you're Spider-Man, you little shit.
Yeah. It's like, gee, if only Spider-Man would do something.
Polo ball. My son, the astronaut, who I'm never gonna meet in this movie. Ah, there we go. Classic.
I love this so much.
just Peter asking Jameson if he can clear Spider-Man's name in the third movie. I want him to do that laugh again at some point.
I was, with the way that transition went, I was expecting a flashback to something.
Oh no, that
got it cut to the pier.
There's weird transitions in this movie, I swear to God.
Yeah, that's just Sam Raimi being Sam Raimi.
Yeah, that's true. I love how Shakespearean this scene is.
Yeah, like I feel like the arms being alive, I always thought was kind of weird, but
Yeah,
they
no.
make it work.
Like, I mean, he said he did put artificial intelligence in them, but it's like literally, what's the point?
Yeah, because you're assuming control of them, so like, why would you do that?
Like, it's like you literally plug it into your spine, into your brain, into your cerebral cortex.
Yeah,
and
you're connecting.
I love that shot. I love that he just
I
turns
love
around for the camera.
he turns so the camera can see it, and then turns back. But I do like that they the arms, they kind of move a little bit to seem like they're talking to him.
Oh no, like it's the way it's done is like really cool and creepy.
Yeah,
But like the idea itself I'm not a fan of.
yeah. Like,
But then again, execution is always key. Like
Yeah.
execution and context are always more important.
execution is what matters most, and this is a case where it's like it worked.
But I just would have preferred if
If-
Otto was doing this of his own volition.
Yes,
Because that's the difference between him and Goblin. Is that Goblin is supposed to be more like more he's supposed to be more like back and forth, where Otto's just like straight up, shit-eating grin evil.
yes. He is essentially Spider-Man's Doctor Doom, in that he is the most arrogant, like gleefully evil character.
Yeah.
This Rogues Gallery. Like, he's not like a monster, but he is evil.
Yeah. Ma'am, fondling my crotch is not going to give you the payment. I'm not rubbing your crotch, Peter. I really need that car.
Look, she told me. She told me to do it. I couldn't resist. I couldn't say no.
God. We need to stop making superhero movie references. The fact that this is Joel McHale. Like, I see him and I just think of Community.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's got a big-ass widow's peak, though.
Right?
Look at his widow's peak. Like, Jesus.
It's there.
If my hair gets like that, I'll literally just, like, shoot myself. I'm sorry. Like, I have long hair. I love having long hair. But my hairline is receding. And then just right here, just trench coat and fedora.
Yeah. He learned from the great masters of the Ninja Turtles. As long as you wear a trench coat and a hat, you're fine.
I love that he's just there in bright daylight.
Yeah, like, he doesn't care. He can do whatever he wants.
Now, Peter, it would be nice if you could get your aunt out of the way of the action.
Yeah, I feel like he should have done that first, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then he just hits the balcony.
I love that.
I will say, although I kind of wish they had him in, like, his comic suit. Like, I do love his look in this movie.
The coat is a good look.
Yeah. And finally, the one quip from Spider-Man. Here's your change!
And it's a good one, too.
Yeah. Like, I'm just going to say, the writing of Peter and Spider-Man himself in terms of personality is, like, the weakest part of the character in these movies. But that's a hot take from me.
I love that. He's happy he caught him.
How much is that coin worth? Like, what is he gaining from getting that?
They're gold, so...
I have a knack for that. Another quip. Like...
Yeah, no, when he is quippy, he's good.
Yeah.
Like, Sam Raimi learned from the last movie of these quips are terrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's you who's out, Gabi. Out of your
mind.
Like, no, in this movie, they're actually good.
They have a less cheesy writer than Alvin Sargent here.
Yeah.
David Co-op is very... Why? Like, okay. Just scream.
I told you earlier, every extra in this movie is going for their Oscar.
Oh, yeah. Especially this lady, like, coming up right here.
Oh, yeah. No, she is...
This Alicia Silverstone looking person. She looks like Alicia Silverstone. Am I wrong?
I have no idea who that is.
Batgirl from Batman and Robin.
I can see it.
Yeah. Barbara Pennyworth instead of Barbara Gordon. Butterfingers. CGI Aunt May is something, isn't it?
It's a sight to behold.
Her arms would have ripped off.
Yeah,
like,
no,
Stan.
Good job, Stan.
Stan saving more people.
I do love that the first two of these movies, Stan's cameo is him saving someone.
Oh yeah,
like that's just good.
I like. Oh wait, I love this part coming up where it's like them, like right here.
Yeah.
No music, just the two of them falling. I love that. Now, like, in a bit, she says, I was wrong about you to Spider-Man 1. It's like, they never established that she hated him. Like, am I wrong about that?
Say there was a line about it?
Oh, earlier in this movie where she says, the less we talk about him, the better.
Yeah.
But, like, that's the only line. And then she, thank you. Then she just immediately gets kidnapped again.
Yeah, it just immediately, okay, hang on. Give me a sec.
I love this moment, though.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
And then when she's just, like, right here. Shame on you. I love that. And she just smacks him.
Yeah.
God, I wish we got more of that Aunt May in Spider-Man 3.
Same.
Then he gives her
whiplash stuff.
Yeah. Then he gives her whiplash by swinging.
No, it's fine.
Then they have two hot girls and do a close-up shot of their boobs, because why not?
But yeah, don't worry. Aunt May's not Gwen Stacy. Her neck isn't made of paper.
Yeah. The fact that the old lady is more durable than the 20-year-old girl.
Exactly. She's a tough old bird.
What do you mean like, what does girls think is gonna happen on like a ride with Spider-Man? Like he's just gonna be damp and sweaty while you hang on to him. And then he's just gonna drop you off and never remember you.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. It's cool because you're.
Yeah.
It's like Tarzan in the city.
Spider-Man's got some simps out there. I love this running gag where it's like he just keeps missing, like a refreshment or whatever
every single time.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Now, Mr. Osborn, that's a like $1,000 glass. You're gonna have to pay for that. Harry had a drug problem in the comics.
Yeah.
I was about to ask about it. Just stare at each other very longingly. I think it's like, I get Peter just staring at him, but Harry just being like, keeping like frozen. I don't know. It's funny. For me and his girlfriend. Wife. And his smile. Now this woman's very thirsty for John Jameson. Like she calls him delicious in a second, and I'm just like, ugh. Ugh. Like I don't like that. Like, what is she, like 50 and he's like in his 20s?
I don't know.
Or 30s.
I don't know. How old do you have to be an astronaut?
I have no clue.
Alright, well, he's that old. Let's just say that.
Well, they just like, I'm just like, yep, fuck you, Peter.
This is the boyfriend I told you about after we had a very emotional,
intimate moment.
Yeah. Every time.
And then the third, comedies and threes. That's the key here.
If you do 4, that's too much.
Ugh. It's like, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry for not seeing your play. NJ,
You're dating us. What?
What? What? Just don't start. Why does he do that thinking that's gonna do anything?
Yeah, it's like, oh, you know what the play is. Okay.
Like, MJ, like, just ask what happened. Like, why he couldn't be there. Like,
Well, at least I was mistaken from last time. There was a mention of her abusive dickhead dad here. I didn't think there would be.
yeah.
I figured
Jesus fucking, like, I love that this happens and then MJ gets proposed to, and it's like, then
there
just
you
nothing.
go, buddy. You did it.
Comedies and threes, yay.
It's empty.
But yeah, like, this night is just like the shittiest night for Peter Parker because both of his best friends hate him.
Yeah. Like
And just out of nowhere, he's like, Jesus, Harry, like, I didn't do Peter did not do shit, Harry.
I'll give him some leeway that he's drinking a lot. So, granted, he's still an asshole, but he is super drunk.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give it that, but it's like, Jesus. Harry never calls him back and says, sorry, I was really dumb, I was drinking.
That's
and then right after this. I love that she's looking right at Peter, like in one of those moments.
Yeah, no, she looks right at him for like a split second there.
Like, I'm sorry, but this whole thing is fucked up. Like, this is...
I do not care for MJ in this movie at all.
In Spider-Man 3, I get more where she's coming from because Peter's like not understanding her, but in this movie, it's like Peter's in the right. Like, he's...
Yeah, no, there is no defending that. Like,
yeah.
Like, this on its own, fine, but the inclusion of the scene before where she is very clearly getting super close to him, followed up by, oh, by the way, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like that.
It's clear it's clear to us she's doing all this to fuck with him. But to like him who's like super antisocial, he doesn't even know.
Yeah. And like, even with the knowledge of she doesn't actually want to marry this guy, it's like, that's fucked up.
Yeah, like you're literally fucking up your own life.
You're emotionally manipulating 2 people.
And like yourself to an extent.
Yeah.
I love how Peter's just like, why is this happening to me? It's like, because Sam Raimi wanted an excuse for you to not be Spider-Man anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, now we gotta do the Spider-Man no more.
We can't have you make the choice on your own, Peter. It's gotta be because you don't have your powers anymore. Your sticky fingers aren't as sticky as they used to be.
Yeah, not the hair on your fingers is gone.
This is literally the worst night in Peter Parker's life. Like, it literally just is like, the paper is just like, oh, by the way, Spider-Man's a fucking asshole.
Yeah, honestly, like, the only night that compares is the night that Uncle Ben died.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
is he crying right there? It looks like he's crying.
He might be.
I'm not saying that to laugh. I'm like, haha, look at him, he's crying, a little bitch. No, it's like I'm legitimately just like, oh, this is baller. I love this.
Love that. It's so
lights it with his arm.
Yeah.
My God. And the transition here is just so fucking funny.
Yeah. And
God. Oh my god. Yeah, Peter needs to go fucking see a therapist. That's what this whole movie's about, is that Peter needs to see a therapist. Because none of his friends understand what he's going through. The love of his life is emotionally manipulating him. He needs help.
He's needed a therapist since the
Okay.
last movie.
By the way, this guy definitely knows that he's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So, dream. Like that right there is just the way he laughs right there. He's like, okay, so you're Spider-Man.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's like, and then he just says, oh, by the way, it's because you're not meant to be Spider-Man. Fuck off. It's like, if you're here because you feel upset, why would it be someone else's dream? This guy's single-handedly the reason why like New York suffers for like a hot second in this movie.
I mean, he was already losing it anyway.
I mean, yeah, but like
to be fair,
you have a choice. You have a choice, except for the movie like literally forcing you into it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel like an asshole. Okay, first of all, this scene is great.
Yeah. I think Uncle Ben's ghost is odd, but it's still good.
I love this scene, but I wish, like, if you just removed the whole subplot of him losing his powers in this movie, I feel like this would be so much more effective.
Yes, I agree there.
Like this, I just feel it so much more because I'd feel his struggle more.
Yeah, like it's not that I don't want it. It's I physically cannot do it anymore.
Yeah. Like this scene makes him seem like he does not want this anymore. But then like it makes me wonder, is the powerless stuff, like, was that added in like at the last second?
I don't considering how much of the movie it takes up, there's no way.
I'm not sure, because like I don't know.
It like we're at the halfway point and he's gonna be powerless for like the next half an hour?
Like until the third act.
Yeah, so there's no way this was a last second addition.
I wonder if it was the last second addition to the script before shooting, though.
That could be different then.
Because I can understand that they think like audiences would not gel well with Peter being like irresponsible and being like, no, I don't want to be Spider-Man anymore.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, it just, and I made a whole op-ed about this, by the way. So if y'all want to read that and disagree with me, you can. Yeah. But I just want to say for a second, this scene is beautiful.
Oh, it's great. I love this recreation of the cover of that panel. It's so good.
And the use of the music from like when Norman died in the last movie.
Yep.
Perfect. And this shot, this is beautiful.
It's perfect. Like
and the eyes right there.
Yeah,
oh my god.
And they stay and
then
raindrops keep falling on my
drops keep falling on my head. Like, I don't know the lyrics. He is dead.
So I got closed captions on so I can see it.
Oh, you're good. I should turn on closed captions. Why don't I have those on?
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't turn them on until like 10 minutes ago because I figured this will probably help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I like that he has to put the glasses back on just to walk.
It's like the thing. Like, here's my two problems with the powerless thing is that, first of all, it robs Peter of his choices. Like, it doesn't let Spider-Man no more be super. Yeah. That moment's funny.
That's good.
I love this whole sequence. It's very funny.
Oh, yeah, this sequence is great. Like, this is its own thing. This is great.
This scene is used in YouTube poops all the time where it's like any conflict that happens.
Yeah.
Like the kid's about to get hit by the car. They get hit by the car and he just eats a hot dog.
Yeah, it's all...
Nope. My favorite thing. But yeah, no, like I was saying, like the things I don't like about the powerless thing are that It doesn't let him really make the choice to not be Spider-Man anymore. And also they don't really do much with it except for the burning building scene, which is a great scene, by the way. But like, the thing that would have done it for me is if they like, excuse me, if they did something where it's like Peter had to face Doc Ock without his powers or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would have been kind of neat, but I just want to talk about that weird freeze frame where for like...
Well, it's like motion blur.
3 seconds, a blurry freeze frame of Peter in his dopey smile before moving again.
I love that it's not even like a clean freeze frame. It's literally just like mid-motion. You can still see motion blur.
It's one of those times where you're watching a YouTube video and you pause right when the guy's in the middle of talking and his mouth is in the most awkward position.
Yeah.
Like his eyes are half closed, so it looks like he's looking into the side of his skull or something.
Yeah. I will say, MJ's not showing that she's a good actress because she's breaking character like left and right just because of Peter.
Yeah.
As an actor, it's like if you like look at somebody in the audience and say hi, like the director's gonna fire you like immediately.
Yeah, no, you're never getting hired in that stage ever again.
No, that's me being a nerd.
Yeah, that's fair. That's the stuff you do, so you know about it more than me.
I love how Peter's just like, you want to get some food, and then I'm just like, oh, I'm getting married.
Yeah.
When like in the last movie, she offered him to come get dinner, and he's like, when she was with Harry, and he's like, no thanks.
Yeah, but marriage. Don't worry about it.
Am I like, okay, is Peter in the right here 100%, or is he like a little bit?
I mean, the fact that I don't have to be Spider-Man anymore, yeah, no, that's wrong. Because, you kind of do, because otherwise New York is going to be a crater.
Yeah. I do like the moment between the two.
Without Doc Ock, you go away, New York is done.
Yeah. I do like the moment because it's like a literal moment where they like are real with each other and not just saying cutesy things.
Yeah. Like Peter basically just told her, I was Spider-Man, but now I don't have to be. Like, I'm a regular
And then
guy.
she says later on she knew the whole time. And it's like, okay, then why did you give him so much? I don't know. I'm being like...
Look, I will give him that. The comics did the exact same shit.
Yeah.
Where she knew from like minute one.
She knew when they were 14. She knew when they were both teenagers and he went out to kill Uncle Ben's killer. Not kill, but like...
No, he was going to kill him.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, but when he went out to track down the killer.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, but the comics did the same thing where she would give him shit sometimes because he was late and did stuff because he was Spider-Man, and yet she knew from second one that he was Spider-Man.
And that's just something I personally do not like.
Yeah, no, it's like...
By the way, guys, we're not watching 2.1, so unfortunately we can't watch the scene where JJ is like in the suit.
Nah, so it's a phenomenal scene, but
I remember being in the theater being like, oh my god, they made an eBay reference.
Right.
This is like early 2000s. I didn't know eBay existed back then.
Right? This was back when the internet was still pure.
Yeah. Well, okay. I could show you some stuff from early 2000s. That's debatable. I could show you some stuff from back then that's just vile.
Twitter alone.
Look, I don't know.
Modern Twitter is hell.
Yeah. I love how these...
The internet has never been good, but it's never been worse than now.
Yeah. Now, who does this in broad daylight? When there's people walking on the sidewalk?
I'm sure people do it.
But like, yeah, but like somebody would intervene.
Yeah, but
well, then again, the point of this is that Peter's powerless, so he can't intervene.
Yeah, it's like the whole point of Peter's being irresponsible.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, no, daylight muggings, they happen.
Yeah, I know daylight muggings happen, but it's like right in public where it's like everybody can see you.
Yeah, the thing is, like, people are scared. Like, people,
I guess, but it's like it's two people
business.
against like a bunch of other people. I don't know. Oh no, one of the gravestones. Shit, we missed it. It said Johann Schmidt.
Oh yeah,
it said Red Skull. Like, oh my god.
Someone piss on it.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Someone fill the flower thing with piss.
Right.
This scene, oh my god. Right. Where this is the scene where Peter tells her the truth about what happened, and like,
yeah.
This scene hurts. Oh my god.
Turns out Aunt May's kind of been blaming herself for Uncle Ben's death the whole time.
And that's so, oh my god.
Yeah, and she did that in the JMS run too, where it's like, you know, the night that he died, we had like a big argument, and he like left the house for a minute and then came back and got killed.
I love that Peter just thinks for a moment and says it like straight up.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
it's so good. Like, his voice is cracking. Like, he can't.
This is like one of Toby's best moments.
It really is.
And it's just the subtlety of it.
Yeah. It's like, you know, Uncle Ben didn't die because I was busy doing my homework. He died because I was being a selfish asshole.
Yeah.
Like, I am the reason.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
I feel like this is what inspired her revenge is like a poison thing in Spider-Man 3.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Just the fact that he's shaking and like when we have the captions on, so it's like highlighting how he's like swallowing and sighing and like
he can barely say this.
Yeah. Do you think at this point Aunt May knows he's Spider-Man?
I feel like she's had her suspicions, but she's definitely putting it together right now, at the very least.
Man, that is good writing.
Yeah. Like, God, this is I do not remember when I do not remember it being like this emotional, or at least on his end. I'm tearing up at this. Like,
oh my god! And then when she pulls her, oh my god!
Yeah, no, she is pissed.
Well, it's like it's not that she's pissed; she's just like shocked and doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, like it's so good, and like his eyes are like pink because he's tearing up and crying.
And like now he feels like he's lost everybody.
Yeah, like this is his lowest moment.
Yeah. Like, and then we immediately cut to this.
Yeah, and then we cut to building my machine.
I like my sun machine. Ooh.
But
just a second, almost there, nearly there. All right, got it.
Oof. I figured out the design flaw. Wasn't big enough.
Wasn't big enough and needed to be over a lake.
Yes. Water is the best failsafe. This stuff's waterproof. It's fine.
It's not like there will be a failsafe.
Yeah. As long as the tides never come in, we're safe.
And he never wears a shirt for the rest of the movie.
No.
He just stacks everything just so he can punch it all. By the way, your father was Green Goblin.
By the way, your father killed himself. Bye.
Now, if Harry's drinking bourbon, I'm just like, Jesus, you're far gone. I have one time
the ultimate depressed drink.
Also, it smells like fucking dry erase marker.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no, it's worse.
I took a whiff of it when my uncle was like offering me some at Christmas time. I smelled it and I'm just like, how the fuck do you drink that? Like that's poison. That's literally it smells like, you know how people describe poppers as like smelling dry erase marker or something? That's what bourbon smells like.
Yeah.
And then he just catches it.
Yeah.
He drinks it.
Like, everything he does with his arms is just so good.
So fucking like baller.
Like the only thing that's missing is that panel in Otto's first appearance where he grabs all Spider-Man's limbs and pulls them in and just slaps him and throws him out the window.
Imagine if he did that for Harry right here.
That'd be great.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I love that Harry's like go-to thing when he sees a giant scary man with arms is like calling him a hack.
Right. There's like 25 pounds of it on the planet, so good luck with that. I know you have one, but
I love how Harry just throws his friend under the bus right here.
Yeah,
like
because by this point he doesn't care quite as much. He doesn't think he's gonna hurt him either.
Everything says like right here, don't hurt Peter.
Yeah, because like I was an asshole to him, but he is still my friend.
Yeah. This is all built up to like the third act of Spider-Man 3 where it's just like complete reconciliation.
Yeah.
And I don't care if like the third act, everything with Harry and Peter is perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, by the way, here's the best scene that has to do with the no power thing.
Yeah. Like I do love that he instinctively grabbed onto his shirt and realized, oh, there's nothing there.
And then he realizes that like and then he just immediately goes in.
Okay, no more questions. I'm going.
Which, like, this is the one... I wish he did more stuff like this with the powerless stuff.
Yeah. Also, I feel like the trying to fight Doc Ock without powers would be a good moment.
Like, this would have been a good precursor to it, you know?
Yeah.
And then they just... And I know, if they did that, we probably wouldn't have had the awesome train fight, but...
That's true. We could have both. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Though, if I had to take one or the other, I would take the train fight any day.
True. But that's when I'm just like, just don't have the powerless.
Yeah. But
then I guess this scene wouldn't be as like good if
it would not be as like tensious if we know Peter has all his powers, he could get out of here in like 2 seconds.
Yeah. And then we hear after this that there was someone else that he failed to get.
Yeah. And
he burned alive because of him.
And he could have saved them if, he had his powers.
Yeah. That person goes on to be Ghost Rider.
It was Johnny Blaze.
That's his origin story.
Or Danny Ketch, the one that no one remembers.
How? Danny Ketch was Ghost Rider for a long... He just throws her out the window.
Yeah, poor Danny. Everyone remembers Johnny, but Johnny got all his cool stuff from Danny.
Was Danny like the like Wally West of Ghost Rider? But except nobody remembers Danny Ketch.
More or less, yeah. Kinda.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's cool because Robbie's better than all of them.
By the way, that's the same guy from The Bridge in Spider-Man 1.
It is.
Which is cool, but I wish they brought him back in Spider-Man 3.
Like, I love it whenever extras, like, carry over like that. Like, just random citizens. It's cool.
Then you have this other firefighter guy who's just so stoic.
Right?
Some poor soul got trapped on the 4th floor. Never made it out. Like...
right after the other guy congratulated him on saving the kid.
Yeah. He's
like, by the way, you missed one.
It's like, you probably shouldn't have said this in front of the guy that risked his life to save one kid because he felt guilty, and now he probably feels even more guilty.
Oh yeah, no, he is super guilt-ridden right now.
I love that this movie tries to make more of an effort of Peter talking to himself.
Yeah, which I love that. I need more Spider-Man movies to do this, where
But it
Peter
doesn't do it enough because, like, a lot of Peter's character is shown through those moments of him thinking to himself or talking to himself.
Yeah.
But, like, the Raimi movies don't really... And I mean, the Garfield movies don't either, really. And the MCU movies always have him talking to somebody else to...
Yeah, usually a robot for some reason.
Either Karen or Ned or Happy, usually. Yeah. Which, I mean, is fine, but, like, I want more Peter on his own.
Introspection is kind of important in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
At the very least, it is very reoccurring. Honestly, I say do what the 90s cartoon did and give him the gargoyle to talk to, Bruce.
Give him Bruce.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Toby's little moan there when he's like, when he finishes the cake, I'm like, that's always weird to me. I don't know why. Just like, I'm like, okay. Chill out, man. Why, like, why she looks like she's sagging her pants?
It's early 2000s.
True.
But honestly, this is probably like the first cake he's had in like a year.
Oh, or since like Aunt May or his birthday party, I mean.
Yeah.
This is a good scene too. I like this scene.
Yeah. Like Aunt May's like gotten over it and is like given enough thought to Peter's whole I'm the reason Uncle Ben died thing.
One of the weirdest bits of knowledge I have is that in like the comic book version of this movie, like they did one for Spider-Man 1 and then they did one for this one. Henry Jackson is not white in that.
Oh.
And I'm just like, that's a weird little change. Like, was that change?
Huh.
Was he changed to be white in the movie or what? I don't know.
Honestly, I expected what you were going to say is they got rid of the Superman reference.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that probably made sense, but that all right.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not like Henry Jackson ever comes back anyway.
Yeah.
So
now, if this is made nowadays, that would be Miles Morales.
Oh, 100% it would be Miles. If he was invented a decade earlier, Miles would have been in one of these movies.
I remember someone made a shitpost saying that Sam Raimi wanted Miles Morales in the original Raimi trilogy, and like some Raimi stands actually believed it because they forgot Miles Morales was made in 2011.
Yeah, he's only existed for 10 years.
Not even 10 years.
Yeah, that's right. He's only been around for 9. It's only 2020.
Feels a lot longer though. You could have sold them to like a direct distribution retailer and gotten a shit ton of money for it.
God.
Could have probably paid your rent with them, but
those things are, I don't know, it depends on what comic books he got, if they were valuable or not. If he got Blood Gun #1, that won't be worth much.
If he got variant covers though, maybe.
Damn.
If he got the Watchmen variant cover of Venom #11, then maybe. I got that, by the way. It's a very good variant cover.
I'm gonna look that up.
It's really good. It's like the Watchmen issue #1 cover, but like instead of the smiley face logo, it's like the Venom face.
Oh, that's cool.
Look it up. It's really cool. I love this scene, but it's like I'm just like, did Aunt May rehearse this monologue?
Oh, probably. Oh, I thought the cover. That's really good. That's a good version of the Watchmen.
Oh yeah,
I like.
It's gonna be worth a lot in years to come, probably. We'll see. I don't know.
Oh, comics are weird, and
it's weird because they're like a weird cryptocurrency now, where it's like whenever like a first appearance of a character is in a movie, the comics worth skyrockets.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like Bitcoin, but kind of stupider.
That is a good summation.
Peter just looks frozen, like right here. I don't know why.
He replaced himself with a cardboard cutout because he had to run to the bathroom.
Just like he's not listening at all. Yeah, this is anime being like, okay,
Yeah,
Peter, what are you doing?
yeah. It's like,
Peter's just still frozen right here.
like he's kind of nodding a little bit because he's like, okay.
Yeah. That has to be like a jab and be like, don't strain yourself. I know you don't have super strength and all.
Yeah, it's like I know you can lift like 50 tons, but don't strain yourself.
This whole sequence I love.
Yeah. Well, they brought back the music from the first movie and
Yeah.
the intro, and it's like, here we go. We're getting Spider-Man back. It's coming.
Yeah. Oh my god.
In the face he makes when he starts running, it's
Oh, wait, is it right here? Kind of
yeah.
there.
And
No, not
there,
yet. Not yet.
uh,
Kinda. Hold on. There we go.
there it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. There's a man who is running determinedly.
Oh my god. I love that his first thing wasn't trying to stick to a wall, it was jumping
No.
across buildings.
No, this is the most important power. Oh,
He's fucked up now.
oh yeah, no, if this were real life, he'd be dead.
What do you think he dislocated a disc or something? Like, Jesus Christ.
The fact it made that audible a crack, something happened.
Oh my god. Now Peter's gonna get sued out of the wazoo for like causing property damage.
I love that just the light touch of it is enough to set off the alarm.
Like not the falling, just a touch. Did it say Anna? Did that invite say Anna?
It might have. I'd go back and look, but that would desync us.
Wish they could have done. I wish they could have added it. I think she's supposed to be in one scene where it's like MJ's putting her dress on, but God, we said this in the last commentary track. Imagine if this was Eddie Brock. Imagine if this was Eddie Brock. Like,
yeah, that would have been cool.
Especially this moment where she tries to like kiss him like he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, the upside down. Yeah.
And this is the moment like where you're clearly like, okay, she knows he's Spider-Man, but she's still just sticking with him.
Yeah.
I will say I do like the love theme though, like this love motif thing.
Yeah.
The score for Spider-Man 3 doesn't really bring it back much. It makes a new one, which I'm just like, it's not as good. Because it's Christopher Young and not Danny Elfman. And Christopher Young is a good composer. I like the themes he does for Sandman and the Venom symbiote. But like,
I think Spider-Man 3 has my favorite soundtrack. Like overall,
really?
Movies.
Really?
Just a lot of really good themes in that movie. I'm
surprised. I think Spider-Man 1's my favorite, but Spider-Man 1's my overall favorite, so.
Yeah. Like, I don't like many things in Spider-Man 3, but that fucking soundtrack is really good.
It's a good soundtrack, but there's some things that like are left out from the first movie that I'm like, couldn't you have brought that back? Like the love theme for Peter and MJ isn't brought back. It's replaced with like a new one that's like more bittersweet and depressing. But
like honestly though, for me, the Spider-Man 3 soundtrack wins for me solely because of the black suit theme.
Oh, the black suit theme is amazing.
Like it's phenomenal. I love it.
Though it sounds kind of like X-Men.
Fine by me, because that theme song is kick-ass.
The X-Men theme, like the X2 theme, is perfect. And then Dark Phoenix. Imagine if Hans Zimmer did like a Dark Phoenix, like did his own version of that theme.
Oh,
it would have been great, but they didn't do that.
No, there was a lot of things they could have done for those X-Men movies that they didn't do.
That's true. I love how they're both like psych in this moment.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you thought I hated you, but psych, and Peter's like, I love you, psych. This was the scene in the very first teaser trailer. And I was like, when I watched it, I was like, why does Peter have his glasses back on? What's going on? I don't know. Everything, I just feel like I should feel something when seeing this stuff between them, but like, the one moment I do feel something is when his mask is off and he looks back at her. I don't know. We've done infidelity before. Let's do it again.
Yeah, just like old times.
Just like old times. Oh my god. The face Toby makes, it looks like he's gonna sneeze. Oh, this moment though.
It's so good.
This, oh my god. Oh fuck. The fact that they act that this is practical is like amazing.
Yeah.
Well, not completely, but like they threw a car into.
Yeah, that is a car. And I love that the wheel made like a blade noise as it flew past him, and it's like, ugh.
And once again, you can see Kirsten Dunst's nipples through her dress.
Oh my god, are you for real?
Yeah, you can. You definitely can.
She's not. It's not even raining this time, Raimi. Come on.
And this was like the big reveal of Doc Ock in the trailer. And when I remember when I was a kid, I like screamed.
Yeah.
Because I had no. This is like back before I followed movies and knew what was happening in them.
Yeah.
So like, it's like when I saw Doc Ock, I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. It is also back when like movie news was like less accessible to.
You only knew it from like certain sites.
Yeah.
And Wizard
like,
Magazine.
Yeah, but like, who would go to those things half the time anyway? Like,
I miss Wizard Magazine for real.
Yeah.
I had one of Spider-Man 3 that had like a picture of a deleted scene between Peter and Eddie Brock at nighttime. It looked like it was from like, oh god, the CGI does not look.
It's not the best. It's,
yeah. Just CGI Alfred Molina and Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah. Alfred Molina looks fine because it's mostly from behind, but Kirsten Dunst does not.
See the hair?
It's the hair.
And then, although from here on out, I'm like, okay, I'm with this.
Yeah.
Like, for like all my complaints are gone.
Yeah, for the rest of the movie, it's like, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah. Except for some stuff with MJ near the end, but like, this is like the hypest shit ever right here.
Yeah. Like, I remember as a kid, I saw him, like, you know, the glasses are not working anymore. It's like, oh.
It's like, oh, shit. And then he clenches,
oh.
It's the Arthur Fist meme.
Yeah, go kick his ass.
Go kill that man, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Wait, no, don't do that.
Why does he have an Applebee's award on his wall? He's just staring at the Applebee's award.
I ever tell you, Robbie, about the time I won a pie eating contest?
At Applebee's. A lot of people hate Applebee's. I love Applebee's. But I haven't had it in years, so. Just rolls his eyes when Ted Raimi's just like.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love this.
This is funny, but I do kind of wish this kind of stuck with Jameson.
At the same time, I love Angry Jameson, so I don't care.
I don't know. I'm just like so used to developed JJ now in the comics.
Yeah.
Oh, this moment.
Yeah.
This swing. And this music.
Yeah. So good.
Love it.
And then
this is in the teaser trailer too.
Yep. And
then
this shot.
Oh my god. That looked like something in Spy Kids, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, totally.
It looked like the scene with Junie with the sunglasses.
Yeah. Which, speaking of, isn't the guy who made those movies going to do an episode of Mandalorian?
Oh yeah, Robert Rodriguez.
That's great.
I love Robert Rodriguez, and also the guy who made Alita.
Yeah.
Which take that as you will.
Yeah, exactly.
But he also made From Dusk Till Dawn. Okay.
Oh yeah.
This fight.
Fucking fight.
In the entire trilogy, I'd say.
It's probably still my favorite fight in any Spider-Man movie.
God.
Like, I can't really think of any others that I like as much as this
I mean, in the MCU, Peter hasn't had like a big fight with a villain yet. Like against Vulture, it was more of him on the defensive and trying to thwart his plans.
Yeah.
And with Mysterio,
he's not a villain you can fight like that.
Yeah, which is fine. It works for Mysterio.
Yeah,
but like in Spider-Man 3, if we get something like this between like Peter and Kraven or something, like, how I would do it is like both of them in Times Square, like face off.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Just show what Peter can do now, like one-on-one.
Yeah.
I think they took that. I like that they took that scream from like the first movie where he was like jumping in his wrestler suit. Oh, this part.
Yep.
Oh, then just
and right back into it.
What I love is that what makes this fight scene so good is that you can feel Peter's like anger and stuff.
Exactly.
But also like the renewed energy he has. Like no matter.
Every attack has so much weight to it.
Yeah, and like Peter does not stop moving at all. No. That's my favorite thing, is that he just keeps going. Like even when this shit happens, he just keeps going. And this is like what makes this the best fight, is that Peter's like, okay, I'm done fucking around.
Yeah,
I'm gonna beat.
He is 100% on the attack in this one.
Yeah, and even this doesn't stop him, and I love it.
I'm getting right back in. Just you wait.
Then the music swells up again.
Yeah.
And then here comes like one of my favorite shots.
Yeah.
Just this.
Oh. And then
he just dive bombs after him.
And then he's like, okay, let's try this.
And this is more proof that nothing's stopping him. And he's this is just showing that Spider-Man is back.
Yep.
He is saving people and taking down the villain. I'm like, I know I complained a lot earlier, but like, I still love this movie. There's just so much good shit in this.
It's like when this movie's good, it's fucking amazing.
Although the CGI right here is,
yeah, but don't worry about that.
Yeah. Oh god, here we go.
Yeah, this is Doc Ock's most evil moment, honestly.
This is like
even the sun generator. This is, I'm deliberately gonna murder people just to distract you.
I hope we get something like this from Tom Holland's Peter soon.
Yeah, because this is the best.
And then just establishing that like you do not have time.
No.
And then it feels like you're gonna hit it. Like, oh my god. And then the fact that he just exposes himself to everybody right here.
Yeah,
and it doesn't matter. It does not matter, because like there's more important shit. I love it.
Yep.
When I saw this in the theater, I was like, oh my fucking god. But I hated that they showed stuff from this in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like imagine if like they did not show Peter unmasked in the trailer. Like this would be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
It would be so intense, but like
I love that guy.
But he's just like, fuck you, old man. Then just my god.
Let's try this.
Just a constant trial and error stuff.
Yeah. And I think this is probably the closest that Tobey's Peter gets to If This Be My Destiny. Like,
100%.
This is his moment for that.
Like, Tom had his moment in Homecoming.
Yeah.
And
I don't think Andrew really got to have his, unfortunately.
No, Andrew didn't.
Which is really sad because he deserved it.
Yeah. God. Yeah. I know the face is so funny here, but like this is legitimately like
muscles are expanding because he's getting stronger doing this.
He's tearing his muscles. He is like, God, this is oh my god.
And the pain he is in.
Like he's holding back fucking thousands of tons of metal and people.
Yeah, like,
and then they go over the edge. Oh my god!
Like how fast that train was moving. That is, and the fact that he's denting it with his body.
Yeah,
like through sheer force of will, he stopped the train.
And then, and then it just stops.
Even after it stopped, he's like still straining. Like, wait, still gotta slow it down.
And then he passes out, and then they catch him.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Like,
it's a little bit of a Jesus metaphor here.
Oh, yeah, no, this is 100% Jesus, and it's on the nose, but it's fine because it's like that was so cool.
It just looks like crowd surfing, kind of, but like
it's Jesus.
Yeah, which it's kind of, but like this is still just so fucking cool.
Like
the fact that we still, how long do we still have 26 minutes left.
Yeah, there's still half an hour left of this movie to go.
Yeah. And none of them are like, this is like when New York finally starts to accept Spider-Man, I think.
Yeah, this is the moment that they realize Spider-Man's just like us. Like he's
he's a kid too. Like he's a college kid.
A 30-year-old kid, but still.
The fact that he feels his mask and it's like, oh my god, they see my face.
Like, oh wait, shit.
And he's like, I don't know what to do. And they all just show him compassion.
Yeah, it's like they don't care.
Which is like something Peter hasn't had in this entire movie.
I know.
And they give him his mask back and they're like, we won't tell anybody.
Yep.
God. Cinema, am I right?
Yeah, it's so good.
Ugh. Okay. Film Twitter made several points. Okay, I take back what I said.
Yeah.
God. That guy just smiling in the background is just
like he's nodding, like, yes.
I love that. And then none of it mattered. You're all gonna fucking die.
It's like, all right, well, gravity didn't do the job. I guess I will.
Did they move him through 2 train cars or something? Like,
it seems like, or maybe he came in through the back.
All these extras are so stoic, but like but I love this moment.
It's just like, okay.
God, did people fall out?
Oh yeah, no. At least one person totally fell.
Jesus. That's just a gut punch.
Yeah.
The fact that there's still a half hour left, I swear to God.
And then this oh, I love it.
Now here we go. Where did he get that barbed wire?
Found it.
just pulled it out of his arms and wrapped him in it.
I mean, you saw the size of the blade that's in one of those things. I would not be shocked.
These arms have everything.
Right?
They're like the TARDIS. They're bigger on the inside.
They're pockets.
I'm going to shove this up my ass now. I'll become the sun.
I will be the sun.
I will power New York.
I'll show them all.
I love that Harry just has like a fancy dagger right here.
Always good to have one of those.
I love that little sound effect, that little shinked sound effect when he picks it up.
And like it's still in the sheath, isn't it?
Now, when I saw the trailer that had this scene, I thought they were going to fake it out and have it be somebody else. But
right.
Oh my God. And then they didn't fake us out.
Yeah.
They committed.
Yeah. And Harry's like in complete shock. He just
rips it off like tape.
Yeah. Like it's nothing. It doesn't even hurt.
Yeah.
Barbed wire.
I love that Harry can't even process anything.
Right.
Good. I love that it's just all this stuff is happening and Peter's just so determined.
Yep. And Harry's just like processing what just happened.
I never noticed how like red his eyes look right there.
Yeah, no, he's like heartbroken.
And Peter, you can see Peter, he wants to tell him.
He wants to explain everything, but like he has like 2 minutes before Otto activates the machine.
And like, now I wish like, you know, Peter took the time to explain between movies, but you know.
Yeah, nah, they in movies they just kind of forget to talk.
He's like, I haven't seen Harry in a while.
Yeah. It's like, you know where he lives. Go.
I love that he's just like, nobody could stop me, but you call the police so I can't let you go. Like, if nobody can stop you, why don't you just let her go?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's gonna get sucked up. She's gonna get sucked into the machine anyway. Who cares? I love that he noticed.
That AC Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Boom. I love that line reading. Yeah. I love that reading.
The spine of
the and the fact he says "we" at that point, like
yeah, like at this point, him and the arms are one.
Yeah, like, he's more of Venom now than Venom in Spider-Man 3.
I was about to say he's more like Venom than Venom was in the movie.
Yeah, I love that shot of him going through the glass though,
and like he just kicks him through the pier. Yeah. It's like, nah, we're going down.
This moment is just like, oh my god.
It's like a catchphrase at this point, man.
It is.
Like, I think he says that at least once every movie.
He does. It barely misses her.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't have any fillings, do you? You don't have any metal plates in your body?
Right.
Imagine everybody in the city who has like a prosthetic leg or arm or like fillings or like plates on their head or in their body, like or if they have like a metal disc in their spine or neck. Like, imagine.
Like they just suddenly start getting like pulled to like one wall in their room and they just can't move.
I hate that moment. The MJ doesn't get a hit in.
Yeah, that's dumb. But that makes up for it.
You can tell Alfred Molina had fun doing that.
Oh, much like Willem Dafoe, he's having the time of his life.
Oh yeah. And the suit just keeps getting more and more ripped.
Yeah. And then pulling the plug didn't work this time.
Now what?
Yeah. It's like,
what the fuck do I do now?
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm out of ideas.
I'm moving to New Zealand now. Bye.
It'll be a while before it gets there.
Someone with metal plate in their neck's like, fuck.
Yeah. God. Yeah, though you brought it up. People with fillings. Oh my god, they're
fucked.
I
like that shocking Otto again. Just brings him back to his senses.
Yeah, like he needed a bit just to snap out of it.
Yeah,
and I like how he's just okay. I'm taking the mask off. I need to explain to you.
Otto is just shocked, and then he says "brilliant but lazy," and Peter's like, "Okay, shut the fuck up. This is not important." He's like, funny, and Peter's just like, no.
Yeah, it's like, okay, look, dude, the world's ending
because of you.
Yeah.
And you think, like, for a second he's fully back, and then he's just like
he goes right back to Doc Ock, but
wouldn't one of those be stabbing through his neck or something? Like one of the fingers on the arm?
I think it's like on his chest.
It isn't. I don't know. This isn't a complaint. This is just me making conversation.
It's hard to see because of the angle.
Yeah.
Because like it's the arm that's going down, so it's kind of hard to tell where that would go.
That thing's really crushing his windpipe. Why is he just like able to talk normally?
A spider windpipe.
This is a Spider-Man right here.
Yeah. And the arms are like, but that's stupid.
They're like, what the fuck did you say?
Like, wait, what?
That wasn't the plan. We didn't plan for morality.
Yeah, wait, what? We didn't plan for you to be a good person. What?
It's like snakes on a plane, but with arms. Peter's just smiling like a little shit.
That's like, yeah, do it.
He's like, please do it. I'm about to die.
Yeah, and then they go down and look up. It's like, okay, we work for you now.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that the whatever metal the arms are made of doesn't get sucked up.
Yeah. I think he said that was the point. He said that they're resistant to heat and magnetism.
That's right. He did mention that the arms were specifically designed that they couldn't be affected.
Yeah. Like, no magnet can affect them. They can't be melted.
Yeah. Which, like I said earlier, I guarantee you if they had the rights, they would totally say they were made of adamantium or something.
Yeah. Or if, like, Kevin Feige had the rights, he would have had Tony help build them.
Yeah.
Because, like, Tony's, like, the person who would do that shit.
Yeah. Like,
and then this moment.
Yeah, if they could, this would have been more interconnected starting this movie.
Yeah.
But obviously, Marvel sold everything, so...
Yeah. Sony passed on the entire Marvel universe. That's...
yeah.
It's so funny. Oh, there we go. The scream.
I love that scream.
I love that it just takes time to scream and stand in place.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, bud. It's important things.
It's dramatic.
Is that a callback to... That's a callback to the play scene.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, that's a callback, isn't it? And it's like, yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
I love his scream here.
Yep.
It's like he's taking a mean shit right now.
It's like he's waking up in the morning.
Yeah. It's me when you hear the, like, alarm from Apple.
God, that thing is a nightmare.
It gives me so much anxiety.
I think the Gwenpool eBooks account mentioned it one time where it's like,
yeah.
Why did they have to make it sound like R2-D2 having a seizure?
Oh my god. Yeah.
Because I love that.
I love that. And he does the funny yell again.
Yeah. Just drown the sun itself in the Hudson.
I got a brilliant plan. I'm gonna drown the sun.
I'm gonna drown the sun.
She screams again, just forgets she's with Spider-Man. What are you swinging on right there?
Don't worry about it.
Looks like he's on a helicopter.
It's on the clouds, like in the games.
I love Otto's death, though. Like, this is...
Yeah, like he just sinks down.
Just the sunglasses floating there.
Yeah. He's going to need those. He's going to be next to a giant sun for like the next however many years.
He probably burned his eyes staring at that thing.
Oh, totally. I mean, for being real, he got like sucked into the thing and was vaporized. Like,
oh yeah. Well, it showed the sun like shrinking when it was in the water. I think it's just that he drowned.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fuck you, MJ. Okay, none of this conflict had to happen. I love up here. It's just like, okay, then you literally know, so you shouldn't have fucked with me.
Yeah. And I mean, granted, MJ does have a good point later on where it's like, I've been kidnapped twice already before anyone knew that I was Spider-Man's girlfriend.
And also, like, I will always be Spider-Man. Images that did not age well. Poorly aged things. I love how her, like, sad face right there is like, oh. Alright, you gotta go back with the superior hunky alpha male. Oh no, what will I ever do, Peter?
Oh, my husband's an astronaut. You know how lame that is?
He drops her.
It snaps.
Yeah. Her neck's... Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Now, apparently JJ and, like, Ted Raimi are right here with John. If you look in the bottom left corner when he runs up on the thing. I look in the bottom left corner, coming up in, like, a sec. Not right here. Almost.
That's my line.
Oh, right here. See?
Oh, yeah.
There's James. The one scene they're in together.
Yay!
How many scenes do you think they deleted between the two of them?
Oh god, so many. I guarantee you there's at least 3 scenes where they're...
And they included none of them in the director's cut.
No.
But they had to include the JJ and the suit scene.
Well, of course.
Yeah, of course. This is a very Spider-Man moment.
Yes. That is pure Spider-Man, like, down on his luck.
Yeah.
Save the girl, but I don't get her. Yeah.
I do wonder if they'll do something like this in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah,
if that rumor is true that Doctor Strange will make everybody forget that Peter is Spider-Man, including MJ. Like, I don't know if they'll have it to where Peter can choose like who he wants to remember. Or like
that though, because it was dumb in One More Day timeline, and it'll be dumb here.
But it'll make more sense because then it's like a consequence where it's like Peter has to give up his relationship with MJ, his relationship with Ned.
I guess in the end, depends on how they do it.
Yeah, exactly. I remember seeing this in the theater.
Yeah.
And like just being like, oh my god, it's him.
Yeah, like I thought he was alive again.
Yeah, me too.
But no, it's just Harry's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, well, I thought it was a ghost or something. Why is Harry's mom up there? You see that art? It's like Harry's mom.
I wonder if you put that up in between movies.
Maybe. This is so much comic book Norman and Harry.
Oh, yeah.
God. James Franco is perfect for Harry.
He's giving it all here.
Yeah. Avenge me! Last night. Yeah. Yeah. God.
Harry, that mirror was like $30,000. What the fuck? You know how much I spent on that?
That was a special Stark Tech mirror. Made of vibranium.
How'd you break it with a knife? What the? I want my money back. Stark!
Then just... I love this.
It's so good. But
no,
yeah,
this is when Harry should be like, oh, this is why my dad died. He was an ass. He was a fucking supervillain.
Nah,
but then,
it's
fine. It's like, no, I'm into this. I'm gonna shove this up my ass.
It's the perfect shape. What do you know?
Oh my god. He just
look at the I'll never use. And the mask I'll never wear.
God.
I want to
imagine the like metal like silver mask that they showed him. Why didn't he not wear that? Or why didn't they even like bring back the animatronic mask that they were going to use in Spider-Man 1?
I don't know.
No, I feel like that's Aunt Anna.
Probably.
But they just cut out all of her scenes.
Oh.
It's like Spider-Man 2.1 and Spider-Man 3 editor's cut. They included all the scenes that didn't matter and none of the scenes that did.
Yeah, it's weird.
Although the Spider-Man 3.1, the Spider-Man editor's cut did include like...
I love that Harry's tie is green.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
I love that Harry's like, I'm going through a crisis right now, but, gotta support my friends.
Right? That is one of my favorite shots of the movie.
I would not be surprised if J.K. Simmons ad-libbed that.
I guarantee you he improv that.
Now, when I was a kid, I thought this girl came up to like show him the thing, and I thought it was going to be like, okay, now you have to marry me. That's the law. That's the law. MJ doesn't want to marry you anymore. You're contractually obligated to marry me now.
Okay.
Imagine he just does that. Now, imagine if this was Eddie Brock. Imagine.
Hey.
Like, imagine. Like, wasted potential, but like...
Yeah, honestly, if it was Eddie, that would have been...
And like...
giving him like perfect reason to hate Peter.
It could have added to the tension of Peter's life in the movie to where it's like, someone's replacing him at the Bugle who JJ prefers over Peter.
Yeah.
And then like, this is the ending. This like leads to Eddie's downward spiral where he just becomes a shitty person in Spider-Man 3. But
as we know, Raimi did not care for Venom, so he had no interest in setting him up.
which, like, I know a lot of people are like, why would he not care about Venom? But I'm like, it's his preference.
Yeah, everyone has opinions. And I will admit, I was surprised when I learned that Raimi didn't like Venom because he seemed right up his alley. But
100%. And I remember like when we talked about Spider-Man 3 in an episode last year, Xavier was setting the way they should have pitched Venom to Raimi was Spider-Man Deadite.
Yeah, honestly, they should have just said that, and we would have gotten a good Spider-Man 3.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least a better one.
Yeah. Like, everything with Sandman could have been cut out.
Yeah, honestly. I like Sandman for the most part, but you could remove him from the movie and nothing would be lost.
Yeah. I love this moment, but it's like, MJ's like, what was I going to say? She's like, you shouldn't be half alive, except when I was going to forcefully make myself half alive by marrying somebody I didn't love. You know? It's like that moment at the fence when you immediately told me you had a boyfriend. I do like that moment, though. Isn't it time somebody saved your life?
Yeah. No,
this is the best moment between the two of them in the movie.
Oh, 100%. It's great. It's just kind of got the baggage of MJ being really emotionally manipulative earlier.
Like, if that never happened, if all that stuff never happened, this moment would be like super emotional for me.
Yeah. Like
and then we finally get that line.
Yeah. It's so good.
It's just such a good ending.
It really is. And the doves flying and
oh my god. And they use like a version of this scene in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
With different lighting for some reason.
Yeah.
I do like Spider-Man 1's final swing better.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. But that's just a nostalgia thing.
Better, in my opinion.
What?
In my opinion, it probably looks better.
Oh yeah, it looks a lot better than this, in my opinion.
Honestly, I think it's the webbing that's kind of messing with me because it's so white in this lighting. So it kind of makes the suit look weird.
And then this is Remy being like, okay, nope, it's not going to be happy.
Yeah, it's like, she loves him, but it's like, oh yeah, I can't really spend much time with him.
Oh, here we go.
Vindicated.
I love this fucking song. I love this song so fucking much. It's so emo, but I love it. Hope tangles on the string.
It's credited as man dodging debris.
Oh yeah. And winding out, Cheneville has caught my eye. The sound like the guy singing this sounds like he's on the verge of like crying.
He probably
is. How much his voice shakes. On the verge of something else that I won't mention. Kaden, I am selfish. I am raw. Oh god. I miss music like this, even though it's like so early 2000s. I miss it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
2 down. A lot more to go.
Yeah. Well, one left in this trilogy.
Yep.
Did you see like the posters that person made for like what Spider-Man 4, 5, and 6 would have been?
God, they look so cool.
And like the design for like the new suit they made for like Raimi Peter, like
so cool.
And oh my god, we were robbed. Sony robbed us.
I have never been more robbed in my life.
They were supposed to shoot Spider-Man 4 and 5 back to back. Just think about that.
Oh, it was gonna be a 2-parter.
Like,
I hate life.
Just like Spider-Man 3 ends too bittersweet for me to be like, that can't be it. Like,
yeah.
Something I don't like about the trilogy is that it's like how MJ and Peter are just super toxic to each other, and I'm like, that's not MJ and Peter. That's
Yeah. Honestly,
like,
that's Peter and Gwen.
and Peter and Felicia.
Yeah.
Like
they don't work as a couple.
Like MJ and Peter are like endgame all the time, but like the Raimi trilogy is like they both are not happy with each other, really.
Yeah. And it's like, I can understand that, like, obviously there are times where it's like, this isn't working, but
like the problem is they never work through. Like Peter really says when people have problems, they talk to each other.
Yeah,
And
that's the big issue. They never talk.
They never like, because in Spider-Man 3, Peter's just kind of a dick, and MJ like later on just forgets that he's Spider-Man and doesn't tell him that Harry's coercing her into this.
God, I remember how frustrated I was seeing that in the theater, where it's like, just tell him he can kick his ass. You know, he can take care of himself and you.
It's like either that or it's like either that or like MJ just used it as an excuse to get out of her relationship with Peter, where it's like, okay, well, if you did, then it's like,
well, fuck you then.
Yeah. I mean, I know Peter fucked up, especially with kissing Gwen.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was 100% his fault, and MJ was in the right on that.
Yeah, no. If you wanted to break up with him, you had every right to after that. But
yeah. But, like,
you could at least let him know, by the way, Harry remembers he was the paintball mask goblin. Go fight him. Like,
it's not that deep in, like, I'm just gonna say, like, it's not, like, the complications of their relationship doesn't make it deeper, it just makes it more stupid and annoying.
Yes, it's more annoying than anything.
Because it's just like, you know, in the comics that they are, like, married and meant for each other, and then you see the movies be like, no, they're
not anymore.
Well, when Spider-Man 3 came out, they were still married.
That is true. One More Day hadn't happened just yet.
It happened like a few months later.
I was about to say, it was coming.
Yeah.
And everyone who was working on the comics at the time knew it.
Yeah. Everybody hated it.
Everyone.
Imagine if that's why Sam Raimi did what he did with them in Spider-Man 3. Because
I would have been so happy if that's the case. Because you know what? That's totally valid.
But unfortunately, Marvel was not in charge of those movies. It was Sony.
Yep.
It's not like that fake situation where people say Stan Lee had Andrew Garfield fired. Remember that? Do you remember that?
I do.
And then when Stan Lee unfortunately passed away, all of Stan Twitter just became the worst place ever.
Yep.
We'll talk about that another day, another time. But
another day. Now, movie is over.
So, that being said, what do you, after watching this again with your good friend, what do you think about this movie?
I really like it. Like, I honestly, I did forget some things about it that there were some things I had issue with that I didn't originally, which was, like you said, the whole powerless subplot. Like, I understand what they're going for, but it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Like, if you just tweak that bit, I would say that this is the perfect Spider-Man movie, almost.
What I'd say, which, like, there was a lot that, there were a lot of different, like, it's not like the production of it was troubled, but, like, they did cut out a lot of stuff from early scripts, like the lizard was going to be in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's why they had the lizard in that's why they were going to have the lizard in the video game when they showed, like, the first E3 trailer.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah. They were going to have that, but then they cut that out because I guess the movie cut it out. But then the third game, they were just like, fuck it, we'll do the lizard.
Yeah.
But
where he will, I guess, kill Kraven off screen.
Apparently, I don't know.
I think that's only in like the HD version, well, HD version, like the PS3.
Yeah, well, we got to talk about that one day. We still have like 2 episodes worth of movie games that we
Yeah.
haven't released yet, and then we got to talk about the third one at some point because that one's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I would not be surprised if like the powerless thing was not present when mainly writing the script and thinking up the story. But then like right before they went into production, they added that to the script in order to like make it seem like Peter wasn't an asshole for giving up.
Yeah. Like it wasn't entirely his fault. It was, I physically cannot be Spider-Man anymore.
Yeah, because all that people knew about Peter, like all that the mainstream knew about Peter Parker was that he was a nice, geeky, nerdy guy who wanted to do the right thing. That's all they knew. But by the way, sorry if you hear my roommates talking; they're being very loud. But
It's fine.
But yeah, no, I like this movie a lot more than I remember. Just because I noticed things now that I didn't really pay attention to before, which is good.
Yeah.
I still stand by my points of like the problems I have with the movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't like the relationship between Peter and MJ most of the time. It's very manipulative. It's not like it never feels justified. Like it never like MJ never feels justified in what she's doing. Like you mostly feel for Peter, even though Peter's kind of an idiot at some points. But yeah, no. And like I said, I don't like the powerless thing. I think it just robs Peter of the ability to choose of what he wants to do.
Definitely robs him of agency.
Yeah, and it sucks because like a lot, like if they just thought it out more, I feel like it would have been a lot better. But again, it doesn't sink the movie. It's just a little problem I have with it.
Yeah,
I can say that for any of the other movies too. Like, but yeah, like I can say it for the inclusion of Tony Stark in Homecoming. Like, if it was tweaked a bit more, it could have worked a lot better. But apparently, and that's the funny thing. You know how like everybody like talks shit on Marvel for including Iron Man in Homecoming.
I know what you're gonna bring up.
It turns out it was Sony's idea from the beginning.
And
Sony has
not be shocked if that is true.
It apparently is. Like,
I would not be surprised at all.
Like, because Sony wanted it to be their most star-studded movie, and they have final creative control. So it's not like Marvel could have been like, no. Marvel wanted Peter to be on his own, but Sony was like, nope, put Iron Man in it. Because they wanted like more people to come back to the movie, and because they were still making all the money off of the movie.
Yeah, which I gotta ask, what world are we living in now where Iron Man is being used to sell Spider-Man?
A world where Sony fucked up with an IP big time.
Damn.
Sony could have had the entire Marvel universe.
And they were like, fuck that. Who cares
you know that as soon as the first Avengers movie came out, they were like kicking themselves constantly.
They were so mad at themselves.
Like, oh my god. But yeah, no, that's funny because that was Sony's decision and not Marvel. Wouldn't you know it? Sony makes all the choices that you don't like. But so everybody wanting the rights to go back to Sony, just ponder about that because I don't know. Like I said, it just feels like everybody just forgot what a shitty like how shitty Sony handled Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, no, they're bad at their jobs.
Yeah, they are, and
they don't know what they're doing at all.
And honestly, the only reason they're pushing themselves into the MCU is that this is their last chance to survive as a studio.
Oh yeah, no, if this whole thing with Morbius and everything doesn't work out, they're done.
Oh yeah, no, they're done.
That's it. They're not making movies anymore.
Like they'd have to sell everything back to Marvel because
they'd have to put themselves up for sale and just hope to God someone takes them.
Yeah. Which I would not be surprised if, because of the coronavirus pandemic, if that ends up happening. mostly because of all their movies that they've had to push back.
Yeah, which I know that there were rumors a while back that Apple was about to buy them. I don't know.
Apparently, they're still looking into it. It's one of those things where it's just like you don't know if it's actually going to happen or not.
Yeah, like contrary to what you might think, buying a whole company takes a long time.
Yeah, I mean, look at how long it took Disney to buy Fox.
Yeah,
like a year and a half.
Yeah, people act like it was overnight, but no, Fox put themselves up for sale like over a year ago.
It was first announced in late 2017, and the deal didn't go through until May of last year.
Yeah.
So take that as you will. But anyway, like I said, I still love this movie. It's a very good movie.
Yeah.
It's still my least favorite in the trilogy just because I enjoy Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 3 more. Like, I have more fond memories of both. But it's still a very good movie. So yeah. So thank you all so much for joining us once again. We're going to keep this commentary track train going throughout the pandemic. Also, I think it allows us to be more creative and less, anxious about finding topics for episodes and allowing us to, make sure we last long. Because how far are we from talking and from making an entire episode about the origins of Big Wheel?
Give it a minute.
It seems like we have a long way to go, but I assure you we don't. So, maybe we'll do some for some shows too, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
But, once again, thank you guys so much for joining us. Once again, my name is Alec. I'm your host. I'm one of your hosts, not the only one. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, Brian. Like I said, my name is Alec. I am one of your hosts. You can follow me at @_the_smart_Alec on Twitter. Brian, if you're talking, I think you cut out.
No, you did.
Oh, I did?
Yeah, your thing wasn't lighting up at all on Discord.
Okay. It lighted up on my end. I don't know.
Oh, it wasn't lighting up on my end.
Well, it's fine. I'll just repeat it again for you. Because you're special. Once again, my name is Alec. I'm one of your hosts. You can follow me at @_the_smart_Alec on Twitter. And
I'm Brian. You can follow me at Redo Reviews on Twitter.
If you want to follow our podcast on Twitter, you can go to @LOTE_podcast. If you want to follow On Comics Ground on Twitter, you can go to @OnComicsGround. And if you go to our website, we post daily reviews, news, editorials, and all that jazz. So, once again, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this commentary track for Spider-Man 2. And we will see you all in Spider-Man 3. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Bye for real.
Yeah. We'll just say this. Sorry, I put in the wrong command for Craig. So
you have to join again.
Yeah. So okay. Bye for real this time, everybody. Bye.
Bye. 6-4.